What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Please, peace and blessings and salutations and all that stuff. Sure, throwback. And we got a nice little show today. I'm gonna talk about a bunch of organizations and how these organizations help to keep us stuck in this negative reality that we in. And because we participate in these organizations, that's almost like we allowing them to do it to us because we participate in it. For instance, if you go to a concert or a sermon where the guy's preaching and he preaching wrong shit, and you go, oh man, he only wrong sometimes. So you by that little acceptance, you accepting whatever else come along with it. To them, you might go, Sherm, it don't matter, ain't what I'm thinking though. It ain't about what you think. It's about what they doing, what they using it for, and the deal that they made with the devil. Because pretty much what they did, the 14, the Blue Bloods or whatever, they got whether you want to call them the Greys, Luciferians, whatever you want to call them, they decided to, with them, we gonna serve up humanity, feed our kid, give you our kids, and this and that for technology, and so we could rule the world, we could rule this world, and we'll be their subjects. Pretty much, that's bottom line what it is, right? So let's talk about Masons, right? Masons, secrecy, participated in events that changed the world. It's the Molochs versus the Baals, B-A-A-L-S. Shit is crazy, man. I was looking at some of the things that they was involved in, the little secret ceremonies and all of that stuff. Pointing swords and shit. You looking swords pointing around and putting shit on. Like, come on, how y'all think that shit weird, man? And the Masons is one of the big players in the Illuminati. They're not the only one, but they one of them. So you got the heads up top. Say you got your motherfucking your Soros. Soros ain't even at the top. Soros may be on the second rung down, but at the top you got like the Bilderbergs and all of them heads, the 14 families. But then it break down to you got the media, you got the Masons, you got CIA, you got Mossad, you got all of the branches. They use religion. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the religion later. Religion, because it all comes from this Luciferian philosophy or origin. Whether you could go, what we study come from the Luciferian and this and that. If you get out of there and do it on your own, like I keep telling you, then it's different. But how they gave it to us, history, religion, Egyptology, what they giving us is all wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. So if you want to say, well, we was the original architects, we was the original builders and this and that, that's true. But the version we studying is not the original. It's not the original. Nothing that they gave us is the original. Nothing. They can't even tell us where we was born at. But then they came to a video, and it's out there called Illumicorp. Illumicorp is pretty much Illuminati Corporation. And they got an entrance video and everything. the guy come out and he talking. It looked like it's from the 80s, maybe the 90s. He come out and he's talking, and he got the pyramid sliced up in back. Illumicorp. And yes, and we will take over the world. We will. Word. I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? Illumicorp. So, I was just reading one of the things. It's the Sadducees versus the Pharisees. I'm like, man, oh man, this shit is crazy, man. Biblical name, Moloch's the biblical name for Canaanite god associated with child sacrifice. That's the one that Hillary's talking about. I'm gonna go out back and sacrifice a chicken to Moloch. The Baals. It's crazy. And so here go, I get to one thing, man. So you get at the bottom of this first page, I'm like, so if you really think that, I know Donald Trump, some people say that, depending on Big Judah said that the Most High prop Donald Trump up in this position right now. Magdalena say he being used by, like I said, something told me to vote for the guy, because, you know, maybe 20 years ago, I would have never voted for Trump. Say 20 years ago when I was still thinking Democrats gonna save the world, I would have never voted for Trump. Something told me to vote for Trump. But anyway, get off of that. If you think now, still trying to, in your head, justify how Hillary would have made a better president than than Donald Trump, I don't even know what to tell you, man. With all this stuff out there, whether it's Frazzle Drip, whether it's her in the Podesta emails and all of that type of situation like this, I understand. I understand. Because that gets to another thing. Like, black people, we really act like we ain't got no cleaning up to do. Like, we really act like it's just all white people's fault, and it ain't a whole large percentage of us so-called blacks, our colors, out there that's wrong. Whether it's your Luciferians, whether it's them people throwing up them symbols, whether it's the people with the shape-shifting and when they doing their live performances or whatever the case may be, whether it's I worship Aleister Crowley or whatever the case may be, no matter what it is, man, we got to get rid of it, man. We got to get rid of it. I was watching Amina in M-Rec the other day, right? And Amina said something interesting. She said Ice Cube coming out and he talking about all this and a thing with a contract with America and this and that. He ain't mentioned the child sex trafficking yet. And you know he done synced it. You know he done synced it. He ain't mentioned it not one time. Mel Gibson mentioned it. That's why they got him banned now. Don't even want him in there, call him crazy and all this and a racist and all that, because he called them out. Ice Cube ain't said nothing yet about it. You hardly hear no black celebrities, entertainers talking about it. None. Know why? Because they don't want to lose their spot, like Nick Cannon. So, okay, let's get off that. Word. I was like, I was like still on that Hillary thing. I was like, for being president of the world, I was like, I ain't even gonna tell you what I thought of that people that still thinking like that. So, but I'm not even talking about Biden. Just staying focused on that one topic. No way Hillary doing all that baby kidnapping, 6 infected homes that they built over there in Haiti. When they got all that money, they built 6 homes. You can look it up. The Clinton Foundation, I think they got $200 million. They built 6 homes, and the homes that they put out there wasn't even brand new. They was homes, old FEMA homes from Louisiana from Katrina. Look it up right now. It was 6 old FEMA homes from Katrina that he transported there. And when he transported them there, they everybody was getting sick. They was infected. They couldn't even inhabit and live in the buildings. So yeah, so that's him. You know what I mean? And then the NYPD detectives that seen the tape, the fragile drip videotape, 9 of them was mysteriously suicided. You know. So yeah, so I don't get it. But you still trying to argue, like, you could argue now like who better between Trump and Biden, but who's was better between Trump and Hillary? That's without a question, hands down, it was Trump. So yeah, so now let's talk about Dana Stevens. Dana Stevens. You know, you check Dana Stevens out one time. I guess he's how he would say it, these are his words. He would be a white evangelical preacher that finally was shown the truth by the Most High Yah, that we are the true, and we are in the last days, and like that, right? So he asked the same question I asked, like the last show I did. Did they ever repent? Did they ever repent? Like he said all of these evangelical institutions, whether it's Christianity, Catholic, Protestant, all left their buildings at one time and went to hangings. All of them. Every single one of them. He said this. So now he said, you done came in, you done took the land, you done stole the land, you done went and got some of us, made us work for slavery, this and this and that, and now you expect salvation. That's the same thing I was saying. Continue to ask God to bless what you have stolen. How that work? And you praying to your God for this. You praying to your God for this. And it's some of us out there praying to the same God they praying to. I understand. He even said that. Praying to the false God. Praying to the God that brought in white supremacy. White Jesus is white supremacy. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. Let's get off of that part. So, but yeah, so he was like, they never received no judgment for slavery, for stealing the land, for indoctrinating the kids with the white supremacists. He like, yo, the owner coming back for the land and his children. This is what he said. Check him out though, excuse me. Dana Stevens. Dana Stevens. He'll definitely make you feel good about yourself, and help you to see the light. It's a fact, because these are facts, man. And here's another thing I've been thinking too. If you more comfortable in this reality and you mad at Trump because you wanted to go back to the old ways and you wanted to go back to normal, he's not the problem. You the issue. Because if we go back to that old shit, this world gonna blow up, man. All of this dumb shit they was doing, man. You had Biden you got Epstein had an island out there. Biden had an island out there. His brother bought an island maybe 50 miles away. Naomi Campbell had an island out there. Where was we going? Everybody gonna have islands and sacrificing so all of the kids in the world not safe? Back to Masons. Convinced y'all made a willing pact with the devil in the very beginning. So I was seeing watching all, and I'm gonna watch some more of this shit too. So I was watching one of the ceremonies or rituals and shit that they do, right? And so they were saying in the end, and the dude was saying in the very beginning, they give them some paperwork or whatever the case may be, and you willingly sign some shit or this or that, and you willingly signed the pact with the devil. That's what that pact is. That pact is a pact with the devil. That's the way he made it seem. And almost his exact words. Like, you know, willingly and this and this and that. So you signing, we out here selling our souls, man. What's going on? Don't nobody care about their soul no more? Don't nobody care? It don't matter. If you sell your soul and you get to stay, you get to live here in this realm, this reality with these motherfuckers and oppress people and eat people and kill people and have people subjugated to you, that's what you want. Word. Oklahoma government said if the thunder... Oh, yeah, okay. Let's get off of that for a little bit. I ain't gonna beat on them too much. But they lost, man. I'm telling you, the Masons, Christians, Muslims, all that, all come from the same shit. All came from the same shit. All of them. Every single one of them. So if you in it right now, if you love it, if you in your feelings right now, because I'm saying it, it's people out there that'll tell you this. If you, it's not, I'm not telling you nothing that nobody else don't know. It's will you accept it? That's what it boiled down to. Will you accept that it's spaceships in the sky? Will you accept that sooner or later, the weather that everybody else is getting, sooner or later it's coming to us? We gonna get our judgment too. Like, you better believe that, man. So if you trying to ignore the world, I'm gonna ignore everything and I'm gonna just keep my focus on basketball, sports, and this and this and that, and it's gonna go away. It's not gonna do that. So the governor of Oklahoma said that if the players they take a knee, he gonna come after them, and he gonna look for ways with taxes and this and this and that. The thing that still is amazing to me is if white people want to put all of their love and energy into the flag, you can't force other people to do that. You can't force other people to do that. Because just like I said with the religion, there's a lot of information out there for people to hate America. Or at least hate the flag. Or not love it. It's plenty of things that happen. Like, what about the people that were subjected to slavery? They're doing here. What about some people in Japan that the bomb dropped the bomb on them? What about some people that feel they was doing better under Muammar Gaddafi than they is now? Like, it's some people out there that might not want to love the American flag. And you can't say this is your land, go home. It's not your land. It's not your land. It's not. It's not your land. So I'm like, how do you get to be so delusional and wrong, passionately delusional and wrong? You don't have to. Now, if it's me, I'm not kneeling. I'm not kneeling. And this Black Lives Matter shit, I'm not kneeling. I would have been protesting the flag before Black Lives Matter came on. You know what I'm saying? Shit not right. Shit not right. I know I was nicer than just about every chef that I ever worked under once I got in there and got my feet wet. These dudes, because of they was a different color than me, these heads made $50, $60, $70, $80,000, $125,000 a year. Me, I had to struggle to get to 50. So I would have been protesting shit like that, because I could actually see the shit. I got up high enough where I was able to see the bullshit. So now, the NBA is tied to China. That's why, old boy, with these a lot of these governments and mayors and governors too, they tied to China. Just like the NBA tied to China, Nike is tied to China, Black Lives Matter is tied to China. They tied to human force factory labor That's why they quiet. That's why you can see a picture with MJ with the communist leader, LeBron with the communist leader, Magic with the communist leader. Meanwhile, they kidnapping people, human organ harvesting, and shit. They trafficking. They was caught stealing babies out of Ukraine. They was Korea snitched on them that they was taking little babies and they was leaving them out in the sun and letting them dry out after the fetuses and letting them dry out, grinding them up, using them as stamina pills. And the Wuhan lab, where they made the virus from, makes adrenochrome. But that does not matter to nobody. Now, not even the fact, mix in the fact that TikTok, they spying on people through TikTok and all that. They done bought out all of the politicians, the colleges and all of that around the country. They had these Confucius institutions and all that where they funneling money, but none of that matters. Nobody sees none of that. Nobody sees none of that. And that's why China over there with 2 typhoons, they was getting flooded. A typhoon just hit their ass yesterday. They got drought, they got locusts, and they got snowstorms. This is all what they getting right now. So all what they getting. So that shit matters, man. I'm telling you, man. A lot of black celebrities, NBA players, it's dirty. And I'm telling you, they the ones helping keeping them running right now. It's more dirty black folk out here by how I'm seeing it. And looking at all of the people getting sacrificed, and Young Marlo and this one and that one and another rapper done got sacrificed and killed and all this. It's us, man. I'm telling you, it's us. It's us. New York City, bloody Saturday. 20 people shot, killed, or 20 people shot, 1 dead and shit. Little boys, they shooting mothers, they shooting women. Come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Feeding the beast, man. We feeding the beast. We got earthquakes right now. We got Cali fires. We got flooding. We got locusts. We got water spouts. We got the UVA, VC, VB rays. Ships in the sky. Normal not coming back. It's right here. Normal not coming back. It's not coming back. Word. And the fires in Cali is on the fault line. Word. Here go one. 3 Vatican priests in July 5, 2018, on July 5, 2018, denounced Pope Francis as a false prophet and claiming that Satan-worshiping pedophile cardinals are engaging in ritual abuse of children. As young as 1 month old inside the Vatican walls. This is an article in 2018 I saw. Word up. Shit crazy. The Creighton plate. The Creighton plate. That's where the you got this guy called the Earth Watcher, and then this other dude, his Dutch Sense, like Dutch with the SINSE on the end. They be watching all these shits, and so the plate, you know, up underground, like this would be the edge of the plate, and they saying that all of the earthquakes is like hitting on the edge of the plate like this, all like coming straight down. So yeah, so that shit is crazy, and it start, and it go all the way around, come all the way. It start in Cali, it come all the way around, and it come up, and it go up in the fucking Canada. This plate they talking about, bro. Start in Greenland or some shit like that. Gotta start watching the weather, man. The weather is important, and you need to still be trying to stock up a little bit, because the wintertime ain't get here yet. See, it's more freedom now and everything, and you gotta be crazy to think they ain't gonna try to turn this COVID back up. You see now they almost talking about you need a spacesuit to be outside. It went from a face mask was okay to now they were saying it was goggles. Now you need goggles and a face mask, a shield. Now it was saying that it could be airborne and all of this and all that. They trying to give cover for these celebrities that's hiding in the house, that's still alive till November. They trying to give cover, and cover is going to be everybody in the house. So you need to try to have a little bit of extra, like slowly but surely. You know, when you go to the store, if you're going to get you 2 cases of water, get 3, or get 2 cases of water and get you a couple of jugs, like you know what I'm saying, or every time you go to the store, even if you don't need some water, get you one. You know what I mean? Have you an extra bag of rice, some, you know what I'm saying, like you stack up. You know what I mean? My man, the American Prepper, said we need to start making the word prepping popular again. Because shit gonna change, man. And what if the food sources, the government fall? What if the government fall? The government fall, or they out of commission and it take them a month to get back up. So they take them a month to get their shit back together in DC or whatever. How long do you think it's going to take before it trickles down to everybody else around the country? It's going to take a while. So in the meanwhile, what you going to do? You going to get guns and go out and shoot everybody? And take food? It's going to be like Walking Dead scenario, where you know people running in the supermarkets and trying to get food and this and this and that. You saw how they did with the paper towels. Imagine if CNN say, oh man, it's going to be a chicken shortage. It's going to go a month without chicken. You go to the store that day, it's probably going to be no chicken on the shelf. None. But anyway, Jimmy Kimmel taking a break, Ellen canceled, Oprah ending her magazine. Yeah, they going down. They going down. So I was watching Big Judah. Shout out to Big Judah. The curses being switched from us to the other nations. Word. None of the Arab countries over there fit the biblical stories. And you see what's happening right now. So there's I don't even know what else proof you need. All of the lies they done told us, the hidden 1,000 pyramids that they don't ever talk about here, but they pointing to telling you to look over there and all of that stuff. Yeah, what else? What else you need? Every time we try to say something like a Nick Cannon and shit, even though, you know, we ain't gonna never discuss the real thing, we gonna talk about the Holocaust. It had nothing to do with what he said. He didn't say that the Holocaust didn't exist. He didn't say that. He said y'all wasn't the real, y'all not the real them. Which is a fact, but whatever. Scripture fulfilled. Europeans came, brought the plague. Remember the blankets with the what was the polio on the blankets? I forget what was in the blankets they gave to the peoples that had the sickness on them and all this stuff, and then you know with the vaccines and the syphilis and all that. So they came with the plagues. Plagues hit us. Plagues stuck to us. Now the plagues unsticking. You know, and the plague stuck to us because we turned away from the Most High. Y'all still out here trying to love Drake and this one and that one and Beyonce because she do a little cute little video and shit that she got liquid crystal in there, and that liquid crystal shit is that shape-shifting shit, man. Throwing up the signs, and even in the beginning, the signs she got, man, it's just crazy, man. Crazy, man. King James came here in 1601, and then he came up with the Bible in 1603, 1604. With the help of Shakespeare. Shakespeare helped write the Bible too. Or he got, or I know it's at least a version out there that Shakespeare wrote, and he put his name in there too. Once I seen that, I knew the Bible wasn't nothing but some bull crap, or at least that version. And not bull crap in the sense where it was in a sense where, you know, how, oh, nah, you can't love this. Once you see Shakespeare got in there, Romeo and Juliet, his head is a nut. Them kids, they was teenagers. He's a nut. None of the scriptures was actually, oh yeah, that's the other thing that none of these scriptures was written by the Most High. None of them. Well, the Islam, how they first came out with the original Quran, they had your Islamic scholars, they had to get together and they had to debate and this and that and boo woo 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 woo. You see what happened with the King James. You got a king and a playwright go up in there and come out with something. You know what I mean? The Catholicism, please, you got this guy over there. They over there worshiping Satan and stuff, doing sacrifices. Judaism, look at the Talmud. Look at the Talmud, what they do with the syphilis on the kids' penises and all of this type of stuff. And then I seen them when they in there and they praying and all that. That don't look like, that look like some kind of locked in kind of chanting type of possession type of thing. But I get off of that. I'm just saying they tainted. They tainted. They tainted. And you will look at the same stuff I look at and go, it's okay. And I look at it and be like, how do you say that's okay? So it's all right. I'm just telling you how I see it. And now that all of this stuff is coming out, my feelings when I was around certain stuff, and I'll be like, this don't feel right to me. This don't feel right. Damn, I feel weird in this situation. That's because shit wasn't right. Look who's getting hit right now with the plagues. Keys of Enoch, Return of the Dove. He was reading that's what he was reading, this book, Return of the Dove, Keys of Enoch, I guess. Deuteronomy, every plague which is not written in the book of law, them will the law bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Left few in number, because thou wilt not obey the voice of the Most High. Just like in 1492, he rejoiced over to multiply. He will rejoice us to destroy you. Okay, good deal. So the times is coming, man. The times is coming. The times is here. Plagues. Yeah, he was talking. Big Judah. He was talking about. He's reading a book and he was talking about how the Bible and the biblical, the story in the Bible is referencing us, it's referencing now, and everything like that. So that's pretty much he was talking about. So he's like, on top of the plagues that's hitting them, they got low birth rates. The allies are turned against them. He was throwing our lands back to us. Concept of zero. Oh yeah, then he read another book. He was reading a book about fair gods and stone faces. You know, who came up with the concept of zero and everything. Yeah, he just stole everything. He just stole everything. Word. So yeah, so that was Big Judah. So then I was to Mary Magdalena, right, and stuff. So yeah, with the religions too. The religions was meant to delude us, to deceive us, to keep us lost, keep us thinking that we all sinners, and because we all sinners, we go and pray we keep sinning and then go to white Jesus on Sunday and white Jesus wash us away of all our sins, so you could go back stripping and killing during the week and just come pray on the weekend. That shit was the most amazing shit I ever heard, man. So you could just keep, yeah, wash all your sins away. That's why he died, so you could sin. So yeah, so The vow of silence. The vow of silence. 666. This Terry Magdalena, she talking about the symbols, the signs and stuff. So they got the vow where they put their hand down here, you know, on their chin. I ain't trying to do them, you know what I'm saying? Then they got the, you know, the one when they like this. I ain't gonna put, you know, they be like this kind of thing. And then they got the eye when they over their eye, holding their eye. So yeah, you gotta look for this shit, man. What? You still resisting the truth and all this. You gotta look for this stuff, man. You gotta look for this stuff, and you gotta stop fucking with them. You gotta stop fucking with them. You can't be. You gotta stop fucking with them. So y'all did see that Donald Trump lowered the EpiPen price and the insulin price. You see he brought that back down when them shits was like up $600 under your boy Obama. But you see he brought them back down, and he got the big pharmaceutical companies hate him right now. That's why they don't want to push hydroquinone or whatever it's called, because it's only $10. And it's been around. So that's why they rather you take a vaccine. They rather you take a vaccine. And then how they help y'all to push it is they use your brainwashing hate passionate dislike, if not hate passionate dislike for Trump, to where they'll make you just gloss over the fact that this hydroquinone that might work for $10 or whatever the case is a lot cheaper than what they talking about and a lot less invasive. But then you'll go, he want to vaccine us. He the one who's trying to find something different. But let's get off of that, because right, the truth don't matter. Satanic. Yeah, that's the shit I came up with. Satanic. What do you mean satanic? Demonic and satanic equals boom. Satanic. Yeah, so we could, yeah, shit satanic, man. Shit satanic, man. Look. So I was looking, this is how bad it is, man. Even the Shaolin monk got caught up with sex. Got one of the people's pregnant and corruption and all that. The Shaolin. You can't make this shit up, man. This whole world, man. This whole world. So fake Kung Fu. So they said now all of the Kung Fu you see is fake. You gotta add the fake. You got the guys. I seen the one guy, I'm like, what the fuck? He like he in a movie. He got knocked. They've been knocking out the fake Kung Fu masters. So now they got a thing out. They trying to bring real Kung Fu back. Because they said the Communist Party in China even ran them out of here. Where you can't even be no real Kung Fu artist. Fake products. China again. Bootleg products. I knew they had plastic rice. They'd take plastic and they'd put it in something and it spit out and it looked like rice, right? So they had the plastic rice. Now they got fake meat, fake food, fake fruit. They doing a lot, y'all. Yeah, the abbot of Shaolin Temple, Xinzhong was taking bribes, cars, etc. So in other words, Shaolin is the Church of China. Yeah, like Christianity, Islam, Catholicism, Judaism. The abbot was charging $800 for an incense, y'all. He had an illegitimate child with a nun, had mistress. Oh, man. Wow, that's crazy. So let's talk about the Ark of the Doom project, right? Ark of the Doom project. Started in the early 1990s. It was a plan, and there was the plan to get $10 trillion saved up for all of the Chinese executives and stash it here in America to lead. So when Trump signed that executive order recently and seizing their assets, they didn't get to the 10 point 10 trillion. I think they said they got the 8.6. And so yeah, they had the sinking ship plan and all of that. And so when he done with that executive order 13818, that seized that money, blocking the property of persons involved in serious human rights abuse and corruption. Yeah, so they said their plan would be to destroy the files, escape the people, escape the public, and leave China fucked up, and then they'll be here chilling in America with their money. That was what they was allowed to do before, until they just got hit now. But everybody would be, oh man, he done started with China, man. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh man, he should have, China, this should. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I be listening to people like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you prefer, even no matter who was in charge of this country, if it was us in charge or blue people or whatever, why would you want our country to not have factory jobs and not have jobs that we could be doing here and send it someplace else? And then help the companies that's over there doing it by now they ain't paying no taxes because they over there. Like, come on. Like, come on. Come on. They got this one belt, one road investment into other countries. And that's how they do it. You see, they was taking over our ports here. They was taking over everybody's ports. They were taking over everybody's ports. All around the country. Word up. Around the world, rather. So yeah, they would use the one belt, one road initiative around the world, and when they steal their money in China, they would funnel it into that, and then that's how they call it an investment, and then that's how they'd be able to get their money out, hide their money. Hollywood with the dual citizenships was trying to do that same shit. Swiss bank accounts. Chinese politicians are worse than American politicians, though. That's a fact. Why am I scared at times? My past. My past. Like, damn, did I do too much? Did I indulge in a fuckery too much? Did I do too much? Because I know I was thinking, when you're trying to make money to survive, you don't never necessarily look at the money as, like trying to make money is a bad thing. But you look at what you did. So my thing is the selling drugs. Selling drugs. So I look at it as the money, trying to make money, that's what you're supposed to do. But then you gotta look at the other side, what you call, who you could have hurt, who lives you affected, and all that type of stuff. So that's the things that, like, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I think about relationships with my children or with my kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Family members or whatever the case may be. But, now we at a point where that type of stuff is really irrelevant right now. It's really irrelevant. Because if you don't see what's coming and still in the end of times, you can't change up your focus. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Word. I talk to people and I hear their energy and I'm like, you know what? I don't even have to, I'm not even going to deal with this no more. Word. How I gonna view my life? Word. I'm chilling. I'm taking my time today, man. I had a bunch of different things, man, and I ain't do a show in a couple of days. I ain't gonna be too long. So okay, let's talk about T-Mobile, y'all. Remember last time we left off, T-Mobile was in my account for 3 months in a row for 3 different amounts, right? Because they want to. Then I had to beg for my money back. So I had to stop my card at the bank and I had to do all that, right? So Mom phones breaks down, or it ain't charging or whatever. When you plug it in, it ain't charging, right? That used to be a battery deal, right? Get a new battery or whatever the case, right? Just bought these phones. Phone about a $600 phone. Go to the first one, 11 o'clock, open the door. We not open at 12. All right, cool. I get back, go in there, tell them what the deal. The phone, got the phone. Well, I can tell you about an upgrade, but I don't think we're gonna be able to, you know, because we don't have a technician at the store to really. So you're gonna have to go to Nightdale. All right, that's the first person. I'm like, yeah, she kind of stink. Didn't even seem like she want help. So I'm riding. I see a truck. I stop, talk to him. He plug up the thing. He says, "Oh man, don't go to the store on Nightdale, man. I don't know why they told you that. They should never turn you away at a store." This is a white guy, young white guy, and it's, I'm gonna say 20s. Yeah, 20s. They should never turn you away. Like, yeah, in your world, but we're gonna get past that part, bud. So he said, go back to the other store around here, because you know Sprint T-Mobile. So I went to the Sprint store. He said, go to the T-Mobile store. Go to the T-Mobile store. He can't help me neither now. I can't help you here. My truck, you know, it's not set up. It's not set up all the way to the computer. But if I wanted to buy a phone or buy something, it'd have been set up. But anyway. So I go around to the thing. They take I come in, it's 5 of them in the place. They all working, right? I hand her my ID. She takes my ID and goes behind the desk. And they're gonna tell me, can you stand on the circle right there? Ooh, I almost lost it. So just me being a regular asshole I am, I walked over there and walked and made sure I didn't stand by the motherfuckers on the circle and looked at her ass. So now I'm watching them try to, for 5-10 minutes, trying to scan my ID. Oh, we can't get into the system. Oh, we can't get into the system. But they scanned my ID, my driver's license. Then they said, oh, well, because the phone is a Samsung, we can't really help you. Here's a number to call and this and this and that. That's the third person I don't want to. So then come home, my girlfriend, she calls Samsung, the number we call. They can't help, right? Now I'm pissed. So the next day, Monday, I go to Boost Mobile. I'm going to get changeover and all that. I know they ran by T-Mobile, but they cheaper, and I won't have to deal with T-Mobile. I Boost Mobile or whatever, right? So I go in there, and you know you got to call and ask for your account number. I call and ask for my account number. After I verify, can I ask what you need your account number for? Is it any of your business? So she says, oh, hold on, then I'm gonna have to transfer you to a department that could give you your account number. Huh? So now somebody else get on and wants me to verify again my information. I just did all that. Why I gotta do that again? Oh well, you know, we have to request your account number. What the fuck are you talking about? You gotta request my account number. If I was calling to pay, y'all would have my account number for me to pay. Oh, we had to request it, and now that we requested it, I only could see the last 4 of your account number. Are you fucking kidding me? I said, man, I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all don't want me to leave y'all shitty ass company. I didn't curse. I said, y'all don't want me to leave y'all company. You trying to hold me hostage. Get my account number. I said, you know what? I said, I gotta go to this store. I said, okay, I'm gonna go to a store. I said, you come. Y'all are the worst. I hung up. I'm walking to the store. Walking to the truck to get in the truck. By the time I get in the truck, they call me back. Oh, Mr. Holloway, I just talk to my supervisor and I'm going to be able to provide you with that. I'm like, that's what you should have did in the first place. Trash company, man. And so then I gave the fuck. I had to do all that just to get. Yo, I'm telling you, man, we living in hell. We living in hell. These companies, these corporations, they don't give a fuck about us. All they care about is our money. That's all they care about. And us conforming and don't making no problems. That shit ain't make no fucking sense. I had to go through all that. Word up. T-Mobile is shitty, y'all. T-Mobile is shitty. I swear, if Satan got a phone company, I'ma say it's T-Mobile. Word up. Draco. No, be yo, I'ma get the Draco. Draco is reptilian. I done seen now, here go the thing with the reptilians or the cyborgs or whatever the fuck you wanted to. How our eyes be blinking like this, these motherfucker eyes go like this. And be straight up and down like this, just like a snake. They should be clicking this way, sideways. I done seen Nicki, I done seen Miley Cyrus, I done seen Rihanna. I'm telling you, man, gotta wake up, man. It's either robots or lizards out here. Motherfucking in all of these high places and all of these entertainment and movies and all this shit. Singing and rapping to us, all that shit. All fucking lizards. Or robots, one. We are their natural resources. The younger ones are most desirable because they use less drugs and all of this. And they eating them. They said they wouldn't come up as long as they fed them. They helped them. So that's why they got all these underground bases. Liquid crystal, that's that shape-shifting shit. The Lion King is about the coming of the Antichrist. The Antichrist coming. Yes, black is king. Some occult lace bullshit too. Haitian kids. The Haitian kids went this was from Amina. This was from Amina. You know what I mean? But I knew about the Haitian kids and shit. You know that's why the Clinton coalition was over there. That's why Hillary Clinton, or was it Bill Clinton? I think it was Hillary's brother. Hillary's brother was over there. They gave him a mining right over there or some shit like that where he was able to go over there and drill for gold. You caught the chick that was the head of the Amber Alert system. The chick that was in charge of the Amber Alert system. She got caught trying to fly 33 Haitian little kids out and shit. They snatched her up. TikTok is spying on your children. Word. TikTok spying on your kids, man. And when you put up all these pictures and all that stuff on social media with your kids, the pedophiles seeing them too. Just so we know, they watching them too. They got pedo codes, AOC, age of legal consent, MAA, a minor attracted to an adult. So they done changed it to where they done changed it from pedophile to minor attracted adult. So it's a minor that likes adults and shit. It ain't the adult fault. It's the minor that likes them. They touched me first. They smiled at me. Alice Day. They even got a holiday called Alice Day, which is a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which is another pedophile movie. He was in love with a 12-year-old girl. If you get any seeds, I wanted to mention this one too, cause this one, if you get any seeds in the mail, and it got Chinese writing on it, burn them, or call police, cause they're invasive species. Just like in Atlanta, in Georgia, you got that couscous Couscous is that shit that I think it's not couscous, coos or some shit like that. It's an invasive species that done came and done wrapped around all of the trees and all of that. Kuzu or some shit like that. I forget what it is. But when we went to the desert, we had to make sure you sprayed all of the sand off, because if you bring dirt, soil, any kind of vegetation or shit from another country and you bring it to our ecosystem, it might invade it and take over and shit. Just like they got them, what's them fishes? Snakeheads. Typhoon hit Japan. Yep. Say U.S. They went to U.S., U.K., Canada, Japan, New Zealand, and they went via Taiwan. Phil Snyder, check out Phil Snyder, or you know, he was talking about the technology. We let the Greys, they gave us technology, and the Greys got our children and adults. William Cooper was he was an Air Force pilot and stuff like that. Been around. No, he was a Air Force tech, a missile tech. So he done seen UFOs and all of that shit. William Cooper. I was watching his video. China getting rare snow in the dog days of summer. Almost an inch. 2 typhoons, earthquake, mudslides, corn quality, floods. The dam is in doubt right now. You got locusts, you got drought. And the Most High coming our way. Demons say in secret societies, the stated reason is always going to be different from the true reason. So in other words, we're going to come out and lie to you in your face. And I wrote, if you in my tribe and you think like that, you lost. You was lost. Yeah, man, you can't really tell people the truth, man. Yeah, that's the Boost Mobile, the T-Mobile situation right there. Word, them niggas, I was like, yo, how y'all think y'all the fucking mob? Y'all taking money out of my shit, and when you get ready, and you can't leave. You can't get your account number, so you can't keep the number that you brought here. I had this my phone number. I had it for a long time, which I don't care. I'll let the number go, but come on, man, get out of here. Get out of here. I had this number for like 20 years, man. Kanye did. Did you listen to Kanye? I ain't talking about. I'm saying, did you listen to his little mini rant that he went on the stage with the vest on? He didn't say nothing wrong. He said porn is bad. And it's funny, my brother was talking to me. He was saying, yo, sooner or later it's going to have to be somebody that went up in there and tried to tear it down from the inside. I ain't saying Kanye that, because some people got him as the all kinds of things, all kinds of shit in their videos. They be killing them, dragging, yeah. So, but I don't know what's just what. But I'm just saying that he said porn is bad. No, this is how he said it. He said you ain't gonna get freedom from voting. You ain't gonna get freedom from watching porn. You ain't gonna get freedom from getting a gun and shooting your brother at the gas station, and some other stuff. You ain't gonna get freedom from taking Percocets. You ain't gonna. Where the lie? Where the lie? Where the lie? Then he was talking about his pops tried to abort him. So if his pops would have won, it would have been no Kanye. Where the lie? If the pops did wanted to have an abortion, where the lie? Then he said, abortion is murder and everything, and I tried to kill my daughter, and Kim said no, we gonna have this child and this and that. I tried to murder my daughter, so but then to be the cop to that, and then to turn around and be like you concerned about her, and when you just was saying 2 minutes ago that you wanted to have an abort, you wanted to abort her. So, but he didn't say nothing wrong. 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 Nothing wrong. Not that he off the hook, but he ain't say nothing wrong. So here go one. Sammy Davis Jr. was a Satanist too. Yeah. Wow. Wow. But he was Jewish, running around talking about he Jewish and all that. So yeah. Come here, you know he was down. 1.8 trillion. So the CCP have railroad bonds, right? Let me tell you how they do. They have railroad bonds, and they let people invest in they railroad thing around the world, the railroad things. They'll take your money, but you ain't never getting no payback. You just holding on to the things. They ain't paying out no Americans. Not never. And they say they owe them like $1.8 trillion. Clinton didn't care about it. Obama didn't care about it. Who else? Bush didn't care about it. It went all the way back to Nixon. This went all the way back to Nixon that people had. They got railroad bonds that got left to them by their family that they ain't get no money from yet. They is inherited. We talk about 2 generations. They still ain't get their money yet. She said Donald Trump was the first one to actually sit down and care about this. And I know you'd be like, Sherm, that don't fucking matter to us. But I'm just showing you how China is. It's all connected. You can't say like, oh yo, I fucks with China because they make nice sneakers and this and this and that. You giving them a pass. Like you giving them a pass with the sweatshops and all of that shit like that. You giving them a pass. Giving them a pass. That don't concern me, Sherm. You know it ain't affecting me. Yeah, yes it is. It's affecting you. $1.8 trillion that taken away from somebody that's doing dirt in the world. That helps you. Helps all of us. China gets $72 million a year from us, man. Word. And don't pay shit to us. They get $72 million a year. I don't even understand how they doing that. They paid Britain, but no president since Nixon has pressed them. No. Oh yeah, I seen a thing where Trump said, "Yo, America's gonna have to just live with it." I mean, except because we got hit with a plague. He said it himself. We got hit with a plague. Okay, so Gina Marie, I'm popping your bubble. She was like, if you out here and you in denial and want to live in your bubble, this the white lady. This white lady, hair all frizzy and shit. I'm popping your bubble. And it's not fear-mongering. Open your eyes, look around. The world is changing. That was Hush. That's her version of going on. Riz was a lot harsher. Fucking dummies. Yo, Riz was going off, man. I think Riz had to say fucking dummies about 30 times at least. Try you. I don't care if your feelings, your harsh and this. Fucking dummies. These fucking dummies. American prepper. He said start prepping. He like, yo, start prepping. Start prepping. Word up. Luciferians, what they think? Do as thou wilt. Fear is a killer. Sin is a mind control technique. That I'm a sinner plays into their hand. It's 30 million of them in the USA. They eat children, bathe in their blood, then have a orgy like in that Kanye West video where he got all of the clones laying in the bed and shit, all of them after they done had their little freaky little bullshit session and shit going on. They show you. They show you all the time. When we in pain, we give off more energy. Loosh. Loosh is slang term for the magnetism, you know, magnetism, whatever. Food, you know, as food, you know, so basically I guess they saying loosh is the slang term for them eating our electromagnetic energy. There you go, electromagnetic energy. So yeah, we are cattle. We're energy. Christianity, Islam, Judaism, all the same thing. We praying to Lucifer. Playing Lucifer, Leviathan. Instead of the Most High, yeah. That's what we doing. So yeah, so yo, I'm telling you, man, we getting to the point where it ain't about people's feelings no more, man. We past the point of, yo, you know, your feelings, man, and this and this and that. We pass all them points. We pass all them. What was that? We pass all them points, really. We pass all them points. Where your feelings matter, how it's affecting you, or this or this or that. I'm done. I'm not entertaining certain shit. I'm done. And know why I'm done? Because the Most High done. The Most High done. We gotta all be done with certain shit, man. So if you trying to fit back in the old society, and man, you probably ain't gonna be really associating too much. And not no hate for you. Just low. Yo, I'm just not gonna associate with you. Cause you trying to stay here. You trying to stay in the shit that they set up for us, the Fed. Period. That's all it is. It's a system that they set up for us to give us just enough to piddle around, not achieve nothing, always in despair, you know, got violence, got sex, got this, got that, you know what I mean? So they can indulge in all this shit and feed off our fears, feed off our energy. That's it. So if you want to stay in that, you fine. You welcome to do that. I'm leaving. And some of y'all might try to leave and ain't gonna be able to leave. Gonna have to stay here and gonna have to repeat it. Gonna watch the world flip and gonna have to stay here and get stuck. That probably might be the punishment too. Shit, it might happen to me. We gotta get it together though. We gotta get it together. Because despite all the Black Lives Matter marching and all that shit, we hurting each other way more than they hurting us, yo. We hurting each other way more. And you in denial if you don't want to believe that. You really are. You in denial. Because we are not a tight, strong family, tribal unit. We not. We not even close to it. So you can't put all our problems on them. We solve our issues. We gonna solve 75% of the shit that's going on with it. That little 25% that they doing they ain't gonna just not even exist no more. That's what we need to do. This my show. Love, man. Peace, man.